Hey guys, flipping with Sean Gribbins here. Today I want to talk to you about my BRRRR calculator that I made. It's awesome. If you're looking for a calculator that you can use for rental properties, Airbnbs, hotels, literally any property type that you plan on BRRRRing, this calculator will get it done for you. Even if you don't plan on BRRRRing and you just want to know the numbers on your deal, this calculator will get it done for you. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to come up here to Zillow and let's just find a property. You know, one of my strategies is Airbnb because the cash flow is significantly better than long-term rentals or just any sort of regular rental. So what I'm going to do here is I'm literally just going to find a property. We're going to use Wheat Ridge because some parts of Wheat Ridge you can Airbnb in. So for example, if I click this, oh, look at this. This is actually my property. So we'll use this one. This is a half duplex, 2-bed, 1-bath. You can see up here approximately 850 square feet. For sale for $325. You know, this would be a great rental. It butts up right against the highway here. But it's pretty nice, as you can see. Really not a bad unit. And, you know, obviously the first thing that we need to do is kind of know the basic numbers. One, how much is the purchase price? Okay, it's $325. How much do we need to fix up it? How much do we need to basically, you know, how much money are we going to get out of it every month for a rental? I had a little brain fart there, excuse me, but that's what we're going to do. So I use AirDNA, and it's just a good tool. It's kind of like the MLS for short-term rentals. So what I'll do is I'll just plug in the address, 4784 Cody Street. Boom, pops up right away. You gotta let it think here. It's thinking. So it thinks it's a 4-bedroom. I actually just split this duplex, so it's only a 2-bed, 1-bath now. 4 guests. We'll update this. Okay, so right here, boom, we get our numbers, right? 48,120. Annual revenue, it thinks, average daily rate of 170, and occupancy at 78%. That's honestly pretty good for a $325 purchase price. So what we'll do now is we'll come over to the very first page of the BRRRR calculator, which is the property buying information page. And all the yellow boxes on this page are basically where you can input your own numbers or require input of a number. So purchase price, we know, is $325. Closing costs are automatically going to be calculated, and this is just something that you can come in here and you can change, right? So for example, closing costs $48.75. You can see what this is doing is it's taking C6, which is this number, it's taking our purchase price number and multiplying it by 0.015 and then subtracting it by paid concessions, meaning, hey, is the seller going to pay for some of the closing costs? So you can see it's pretty customizable, and essentially if you want to change this, if closing costs are different in your neck of the woods, this is the number you'll want to change right here, this 0.015. You can find out exactly how much, you know, closing costs are going to be in your neighborhood, in the state you're investing, wherever you're investing, and change that number so it's more reflective to your investment. Here we're not giving any concessions, so $0. If you did have concessions, I'll show you, say 2,000, you'll see it drops your closing costs by 2,000. So that's in there. So down payment on this, we're going to do basically 25%. So you'll enter in the percentage amount and it'll calculate it for you. The loan term is going to be 30, basically 30 years. The percentage rate is going to be 3.5%. Obviously, you can change these if you've got different terms. And then property taxes. And taxes here are kind of not known yet. So just because it was just split and it's pending a new parcel ID number through Jeffco. So what I'm going to plug in is what I think what property taxes will be, and I'm going to assume about $1,300. So now the cash out refi number, I just always leave at 75%. Most of you BRRRR people know that's kind of the number. So now income and expenses, and here's where I'm going to use my phone to do a little bit of math on the side. And so the first column here on the left is our monthly expenses, whether it's long-term, some sort of additional income like laundry or parking, and then you've got your Airbnb short-term. So in our Airbnb short-term, we're going to find out from this page real quick. I'm going to take 170 times 30. That's 5,100, but occupancy rate is 78%. So I'm going to take 5,100 times 0.78. So that leaves us $3,978 a month on average. So we can plug that in. Just like that. If you have a management fee, you can plug it in here. I'm going to say that I'm going to manage this, so I'm going to put 0. If you pay a monthly fee, a flat fee, you can plug that in too. So it's very versatile, the sheet, depending on what your needs are. You can see right here the monthly payment has already been calculated along with the taxes. Your insurance you can change here. So insurance on this property is probably going to be about $2,500 a year, I would guess. Maintenance, I'll leave that at $1,000. Maid service monthly. We're going to change this. I'm thinking we would probably pay about $75 to $80 a clean times, say, 5 cleanings. Let's say, let's just say $400 a month in cleaning expenses. Electrical and gas are not going to be nearly that expensive. We'll say probably $70. Water monthly, that's a little high. We'll say 25. Sewer, that's a little high. We'll say 20. TV and internet, I can get it cheaper than that. We're going to do 75. And trash, I know I can get for about $15 a month. So now you can see basically, okay, our income, $3,978 a month. Our total expenses, all these expenses right here, $2,099.55. So you can already kind of assume or guess that we're going to have some cash flow from this deal before even doing the BRRRR. So this is a really cool page, guys, where, again, if you're doing a short-term rental or if you're doing a long-term hold where you need construction or furniture, this page covers you. So right here you can see that we've got basically kind of a list of all of our linens that we would need to buy. We've got a list of some furniture. We've got a list of some supplies. And it's as simple as basically coming in here. If you don't like the price that I've created, you can quickly change this. Example, if you buy $125 bed sheets, you can change that. And all we do is we go through and we just mark. So we've got 2 beds. We'll get, well, I like to double just so you've got some clean all the time. So we'll go 4. We'll go 4. We'll go 4. So you can just see I come down here and just get everything that we need to get lined up, plugged in here. And I'm just going to do some numbers, guys. I'm not going to go too in depth with this because I kind of want to make this a real world example. That way you can see exactly how it works. So let me delete some of this. So we'll say we need a couch. We'll say we need 3 TVs. We'll say we need a coffee table. We need a dinner table small. We need a couple side tables. We need 4 chairs. We need probably 5 pictures. We need probably 3 rugs. So you can kind of see I go through this and just plug in everything I would need. And that's the cool part about this is you can really go through, guys, when you're walking a property or, when you're, thinking about a property or even scrolling on the MLS, right? For example, like you can look through here and go, okay, there's 2 bedrooms. We're going to need, in this bedroom, a bed frame. We're going to need 2 nightstands, maybe a picture, probably a rug. So you can kind of come through and really underwrite these deals without even having to be there. And that's the best part about it. So we'll just go through here real quick. And again, all this stuff is editable. All this is editable. And it will give you the same numbers no matter what you enter in. Okay. So you can see we've got a lot of stuff added here. I'm just going to plug in pretty much one of all these because we'll need pretty much one of all those. So we'll do that. So you can see our numbers are breaking down, 984. And then down here, guys, we've got our construction estimator. So, for example, this is a BRRRR, right? And I don't know if this particular property you could BRRRR, but we're going to run it as a BRRRR and just see, because there are comps that are more expensive. So I would not do much. The exterior needs nothing at this property. I would probably do a new kitchen. We'll do new appliances. Let's go through here. Just make sure we're erasing all this stuff, or we're going to get too much. And I would just go a little bit more on the bathroom, so we'll give ourselves $5,000 for that. And then, you know, the cool thing that I think about this property is there's actually hardwood floor under the laminate that somebody before us put in. So where's my hardwood square refinish? So $850 minus the bathroom, so we'll just say $800. And then you might as well paint if you're going to do the whole thing. So $850. We'll get rid of all this stuff. That way we just kind of clean it up. Furnace is new. All the systems are new there, so we don't need anything like that. We probably won't need any permits since it's rip and replace. So we should have $0, $23,400, $0. Perfect. So now you can see it adds in everything, right? We've got our grand total for the budget, and for the budget, of the construction budget and our furniture list here. And so basically, you can also plug in a contingency, which, you know, if you're in construction, you already know, yeah, I'm doing a contingency. So I'll leave that at 20%. So that basically says, hey, it's going to cost just under $42,000 for the furniture, the startup costs, and the repairs. So then we can go over to the returns before the BRRRR page, and you can see, you know, are you buying this deal good before even having to BRRRR it? And we can quickly come and quickly identify things. If it's all shown in the green, that's a pretty good sign. You can see the first year we lose about $19,000. That's because there's money going out of pocket. You know, you're not netting anything after your first year. A lot of people won't net anything for the first couple of years. You got to pay back your initial investment, right? So after 5 years, you can see we've already netted $91,000. Then you've got your ROI numbers here in dollar figure and percentage. We've got another column here where we can bump up the appreciation. So if we think appreciation is only going to be 5% on average a year, we can change that. And this is not something that I would rely on, but it's nice to be able to speculate what could happen in the future. Over here, we've got our holding costs, which you saw on the other page. You can see our monthly income, and then this is probably my favorite one right here is our monthly cash flow. So this deal does cash flow almost $2,000 and almost $23,000 a year. And our cash on cash return monthly is almost 2%. That's pretty good. And yearly is 21.33. Again, you can check your your cash flow returns with appreciation numbers, and you can always change these numbers to see where you're at. So pretty simple. That's that page. Next, we'll go to the BRRRR page. And the BRRRR page is pretty cool, and I know this is probably what you clicked on the video for, is this page right here. So the appraised value, I've got comps, and I don't think it would appraise for this, but we'll just say it's going to, okay, just for our scenario. So 400,000, okay, 34.2, so we'll go through our new loan figures. Loan points, I wouldn't pay that much in points. Closing costs, so you can see all this stuff kind of changes, right? So now you can see our new monthly payment is $1,428.32, and available cash that we can pull out is about $48,329. Okay, our equity amount that we owe is strangely exactly $100,000 on the dot. And our new loan balance is $292,079. So that's what we owe now to the bank after doing the refi here, and you can see we were able to pull out $48,000 out of this deal. So not a bad little BRRRR, you guys. This is basically the calculator, the essentials of it. We've also got another amortization chart for the original loan in here. You probably won't look at this much. The BRRRR page is kind of where it's all at. And so that's it, guys. It's really simple. It's designed to be quick and easy. That way, you know, I'm able to go through this without having to go through everything in about, probably 30, 45 seconds a page, the longest page being the furniture and repairs estimator page. Everything else is super quick if you know your numbers, and usually I'm able to, do a nice underwriting on a deal within 10 to 15 minutes and be pretty confident about my numbers that I'm coming out with. So if you really are interested in this and you want to purchase this, it's inexpensive. I've got it listed at $19.99. I've got over 1,000 downloads on it so far. We constantly release updates of new information, new data that we're putting in the calculator itself. So by buying this from me, you basically get onto my list of, hey, whenever Sean drops a new calculator, I've got a short-term rental calculator that's very similar. It just doesn't have the BRRRR portion of this in it. But whenever I drop a new calculator, whenever I've got a new fundraising deal, whenever I'm doing something real estate-wise, you're one of the first people to know about it. And secondly, anytime I update this calculator, you're one of the first people to know about it. So anytime we do a calculator update, a couple days before it goes on my website and goes out to sell to everybody, it's released to you guys. That way we kind of do a little beta version. But if anything does come out, know that it's going to be more bulletproof than the last version. I've already made substantial changes to this, so know that it is pretty much bulletproof now. Obviously, it's at your own risk. There may be errors, but to my knowledge, there's not any errors on this version. If you do find errors, you'll see my information's right here. Please reach out to me. I want to get it fixed. I want to make sure this calculator is working for everybody. But as far as I know, everything works great. So if you have any questions, guys, feel free to reach out. But in the meantime, I hope you're running some deals and making some numbers work for you. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.